everybody, it's Bubs. Welcome to my kitchen. That's it. That's all there is. But for the past few videos, they've all mostly been tutorials, so it's been a while since we touched base, you know? I don't get away with doing that, do I? So your questions are very important to me, and I mentioned on Twitter and Facebook that I'm going to be doing another Ask Bubz video. So I asked you guys to send your questions in. Now, there was a lot of questions, and instead of answering the questions randomly, I'm going to answer them in groups so they relate to each other. So today, I'm going to be answering your questions up close and personal. Yeah. So without further ado, let's let you guys get to it. How do you deal with people judging you? As stupid as it sounds, I think the best way to deal with it is to just not deal with it. I mean, just because someone gives you judgment doesn't mean you have to take it. If someone gives you a poisonous snake, doesn't mean you have to take it, right? I don't want a poisonous snake, and accept that you could be the most juiciest, most ripest, most delicious peach out there, and yet there's going to be people who just won't like peaches. So you can't please everybody, and you have to accept that not everybody is going to like you. And end of the day, what really matters is how you see yourself. And if you put your happiness completely on how other people view you, then you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. If you can change yourself physically, what would you change? Well, I'm very aware that I'm not perfect. I have plenty of flaws. And I guess I don't mind being taller. I guess I don't mind having a smaller nose or smaller forehead and all that jazz. But end of the day, this is me, and this is the way God made me. So I'm gonna love myself, and I'm more than just pimples. I'm more than acne scars. I'm more than just someone who's 4'11". These are just, little bits of me. And most importantly, being prettier and being skinnier and taller doesn't make me any better as a person as I am now. So rather than changing ourselves physically, maybe what we need to change is how we think. And let's not forget about the other forms of beauty, like kindness, like sense of humor, knowledge. These are also forms of beauty, which are also very attractive. How do you get so confident? I'm not totally confident. I guess I'm okay, but I guess for me, just learning to not care so much. Just learning to not care about what other people think. I'm not a slave to other people's opinions. Hi, Chappie! I realize I'm also more confident when I feel better about my inner self. For example, if I'm saying good things out of my mouth. And when you're saying nice things and only supportive things and filtering out all that judgment and all the bitchy gossip and stuff, then it's weird. You just feel better about yourself, and you kind of feel like you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Whereas when I was quite a judgmental person, I was self-conscious because I judged the world, so I saw the world judging me. And like I said before, it's all about being comfortable in your own skin, accepting that nobody is perfect. You have to accept that you're not perfect, and when you can accept that you'll never be perfect, it takes a lot of pressure off you. Advice for teen girls trying to achieve their dreams. Girls, don't be afraid to try. I know it seems like a scary world out there, and maybe you just feel like you're shy and you're too scared to go out there, but the only way you can ever lose is by not trying. And of course, I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be times where you'll fall, sometimes harder than others, but don't let it be an excuse for you to give up, because only through failure you can really improve yourself. Well, it is nice to dream big. Remember, success isn't everything, and set your priorities right. I mean, you can be successful and rich, but at the end of the day, if you have no one to share your success with, then it's all pointless. And it's not about what you eat, how extravagant your meals are. It's about who sits next to you. Remember to enjoy life as well, because sometimes success doesn't necessarily mean you'll be any happier or your life will be more fulfilled. Sometimes it just makes life go by quicker. How do you deal with jealousy? I think jealousy is one of those things about ourselves where people don't like to talk about or even admit to. I mean, people admit to being envious, but not very often people admit to being jealous. My thoughts on jealousy. it's one thing to be jealous, how you deal with your jealousy is another thing. So it's all about how you respond to it. And for some people, when they're dealing with jealousy, they respond by putting other people down. And with some people, they can't bring themselves to congratulate them or whatever it is. I've experienced both of those situations before myself, especially with girls who are just naturally so competitive and love to compare. People can get so jealous of, you know, their peers' bodies, their looks, their achievements and stuff. End of the day, the best way to deal with it is to celebrate it, okay? Congratulate them, compliment them, even if you don't want to. And some people have asked, isn't that lying? Because I don't mean it. No, it's not lying. It just means you're being honest, okay? And you're being honest with yourself. So let's not be so self-obsessed and try to be happy for other people. And when you can be happy for other people, then like I always say, then you can be happy with yourself. What advice can you give for someone who's being bullied? And this one really does break my heart because I get so many of these messages from you guys trying to seek for help. And while it's a good thing you're trying to seek for help, the problem is I'm so far away, and you know, I hate that I can't help you because I'm so far away, and it's difficult for me even to assess the situation. I've been bullied myself, and I really feel like no one deserves to feel helpless or inferior to, so please don't let pride get in your way of getting help. Your safety and happiness is way more important than, you know, staying cool. So you have to talk to someone you trust, whether it's a friend, your friend's mother, your own parents, your auntie, a guardian, a teacher. If you really have to, then change your class, change the school if you have to. I'm not saying you have to run away, I'm just saying if worse comes worse and this is the situation, then so be it, because it's important that you feel safe and, you know, happy in your environment. I realized that people who hurt are also hurt themselves. So they also have their own problems and they're just experiencing like a different way to vent out their issues. But the girls who did bully me in high school, who were 2 years older than I was, so they should have known, or they should have had more backbone. But now I know that a lot of them are actually single mothers and they have no jobs and they're just sponging off the government. I'm not saying this because I'm happy, and honestly, if I could, I really rather wish that they didn't have to go through this, but had they had focused their time on education, on being a better person, they would have had a different path. So remember what you're in high school for and stay focused. So I want you to be okay as well, but remember, talk to someone. How do you deal with YouTube fame and success? YouTube fame, or whatever it is, it's good. I feel very blessed. I have to say my life is still pretty normal, maybe because I live all the way in Hong Kong, so I get a lot of privacy. But nonetheless, when I do meet you guys, I love it because I love taking photographs of you guys. I realized there's one struggle I forgot to mention, which was pressure. And not necessarily a bad pressure, but sometimes I get girls telling me that I'm like a role model, and it's like, wow, fantastic baby. Then it is a wonderful thing, and I feel very honored, but I'm not a perfect person and I make mistakes every single day, so I feel like I have the responsibility to not let these young girls down. I will try my best to be someone who can I'm trying to put this in words, to be someone who can motivate and inspire you guys. I shall try for you guys. Alright guys, so those are the questions for today's Ask Bubz video. I don't know, I just figured that something like this, I feel like I can like connect to you guys more and talk to you guys, and especially because I get asked quite a lot of similar questions, it's easier for me to post in the form of a video. And I think it also helps you guys know a little bit more, oh hello Damo, about myself. So for the next Ask Bubz video, let's make it a beauty one. So ask your beauty related question below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed catching up with me. Take care, and I shall talk to you very soon. Bye everyone. Mwah. Say bye, Damo. Bye everybody. Woo. Come on, brother. I mean, sister.